Hi, this is Sherry. I'm just going to adjust this here. And let's have a look. Okay. So, day 9 of the Confident Mother online conference. We've had some amazing speakers already and some great speakers today as well. And last night, if you haven't yet listened to it, if you ever hear that inner voice, that inner critic saying, I'm not good enough, I don't know whether I can do this, I'm not experienced enough, I'm too old to apply for that promotion, I'm too young, I don't have enough experience, one day they'll find me out, then you really do need to listen to that interview with Rebecca Pintro last night about the imposter syndrome. And very often women who are very hard working, often might be real perfectionists, and often don't believe that they deserve to be there because there's some inner voice or inner critic in your head. So that's a really good interview to listen to. And on the same topic of mindset, Catherine Cuffley tonight at 8 o'clock is going to be talking about that mindset you need for to be a confident leader. So I'm just having a quick look at my notes here, and we very much talk about what mindset is, a definition of mindset, which really is kind of your collection of thoughts and behaviours, well, that lead to your behaviours. It's what you believe about yourself. And our thoughts lead to our feelings, how we feel, and how we feel leads to our behaviour. And of course, what we do, how we behave, it leads to results. And very often we have some beliefs that aren't true, but we don't know they're not true. We think they're true. And in fact, we're not even conscious that we have those beliefs. They're what we're calling coachy speak, limiting beliefs or unhelpful beliefs. And what you can do is, if you can figure out what is holding you back. So, for example, a client of mine recently thought she couldn't go for that promotion because she didn't have a degree. Why on earth do you need a degree when, she was bright, she's got 20 years experience, she's very clever, she's a big strategic thinker, but that was holding her back. So once we got to understand what that belief was, and a helpful belief, she was then able to decide what actions to take next. So the one with Catherine Cuffley tonight is really good. Now I'm going backwards today. So lunchtime, Anna Meller, who's one of the UK's leading experts on work-life balance, really honoured and pleased that she was able to join me for the conference this year. And she talks about what psychologists know about work-life balance. And she talks about the separator versus the integrator continuum. And I know I'm probably more on the integrator side, so my work-life balance is more of a work-life blend because I love the work that I do and it kind of blends into my family life. But I also have very clear boundaries at times. So at the weekends, I try to stay away from Facebook. I try to stay away definitely from my work emails. And when I go on holiday, I completely switch off. I think it's so important to take a proper break and to take a proper digital detox. So that's Anna Meller at lunchtime, a really good one. And then this morning at 10 o'clock, Rebecca Hurst. Rebecca's brilliant because she gives us lots of tips on how to eat healthily, but to do it in a very practical way. So she's not about, superfoods and faddy diets and all that kind of stuff. So she talks about how to eat healthily and how to do it in very practical ways. And she also talks about having a physical clean-up. So I really loved her idea of having a kitchen amnesty and getting rid of all the Christmas stuff, for example. I know we've pretty much got rid of all of our Christmas stuff now. But I know we still have a box of lovely luxury Christmas chocolate biscuits that somebody bought for us, and they're still in the cupboard, and they'll probably stay in the cupboard for a while unopened. So she's got really practical tips. So I think you'll really enjoy that. So we've only got today and tomorrow. Now, tomorrow we've got, let me try and recall, in the morning we've got Kirsty Blackman, who is an MP, talking about what life is like as a female MP in the House of Commons. Absolutely fascinating insight. We got a few little insider tips on what you can and can't do in chambers, which was fascinating. And we talk about how she got into politics, and somebody posted in the group after I'd recorded the interview about a Westminster bunny, a bunny that got lost outside Westminster. that she'd found on Mumsnet. So she remembered Kirsty from that. So that's a great interview. Then lunchtime we've got Katie Bailey, who I'm interviewing about meaningful work. You know, what difference does it make if your work is meaningful? I know for me, my work is really meaningful and I love doing what I do and I love helping women feel more confident. That's one of the reasons I get such a buzz from this conference, because I know so many of you take away something that you're going to take action. And, you know, maybe one or two of you might then come and work with me as clients. Some of you might buy the box set and keep access to the recordings. But for me, what's most meaningful and I get the most enjoyment out of this conference is that I know lots of you take away something from it and do something as a result. It inspires you to go and do something different. It inspires you to go and ask for that pay rise, to ask for that change in job title, to go for that promotion. And for me, that's really, really important. And so I think meaningful work helps all of us. And I think none of us work just for the money, do we? We work because we want to get something out of working, whether that's intellectual stimulation, the social connection that we get. Or money is important, yes, but for us, if it's meaningful, then it makes a big difference. So that's what I'm talking about with Katie Bailey tomorrow lunchtime. And then in the evening, now this one's a bit different because this is my session. We're talking about the 5 key things you need for career confidence, but it's a live session, so it's not pre-recorded. So if you've got questions about career confidence, post them now and I will get to those. Even better, come and join me live. But this one is a bit different, so I won't just be sending you a link to the recording because it isn't recorded yet. You actually have to come and register, and then you'll get reminders from Webinar Ninja, which is the software platform that I use to run my online sessions. So yeah, really looking forward to that one. And then probably next week, because by popular demand and because it's become a tradition, I'll probably run a quick session pulling out my highlights, sharing what I've learned, what insights I'm taking into my work in my leadership program, in my career confidence program. So I'll probably do another live session next week just to kind of catch up and really get your thoughts and feedback and what you've enjoyed. So yes, I hope you've enjoyed this conference so far. Not at the end yet. And tomorrow night I'm going to be doing the prize draw for career confidence as well. So hopefully you'll be joining me for that. So lovely to get so many feedback emails and comments. Please do keep them coming. I love being able to forward those to the speakers as well. So thank you for joining me. And yeah, I'm looking a bit scruffy this morning because I literally just got back in from walking the dog. He's very strong. He's a Munsterlander, and we're looking after him for a few weeks for his owners because their daughter's ill. So we're looking after him for a bit longer than we normally have a dog. But I think he saw a squirrel, and I think my arms have been pulled out of their sockets. So see you tomorrow, and look forward to hearing your actions that you're taking. Take care.